We live now.
We are definitely live now. Mark, what are you doing? Matter of fact, can I do that? Let me run the thing. Where's the thing? Where's the thing? Why ain't I got the thing to run?
Come on, man.
Bro, just be having all the special features and don't be telling nobody. I'll do that. Is this it?
DJS Talk.
DJS Just the outro or the intro? Hold on.
DJS Talk.
I'm about to run
Let's start it off with the outro. Do like the movies do. Start at the end.
I'm about to hit the button in a second. Where Mark at? Yeah. I found it too. Yeah, is this it? Let me see what this is. I gotta retitle these.
Okay. Now we have production meetings on the air. I like it.
Oh no, I gotta retitle these.
We live.
Once his bubble pops up, I'm hitting the button.
There it is. Oh no, it ain't.
He said, I'm out of here. No, Mark, you're invisible. We got one. Come on. Shout out to my one from YouTube. Welcome.
What up? What up?
Oh, never mind. You gone too. It's cool.
It's a Tuesday afternoon, evening season.
Yeah, this
morning, depending on where you're watching this from.
Right, depending on when you're watching it. I feel that.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna keep watching Mark's offline bubble pop up.
Yeah, man.
That's cool though. Let's see. I'm gonna hit the button. What up, what up, what up?
Yeah.
We did that. That's how you kick off a podcast. Yeah. I found the button. It's a wrap. Took me a little bit. What's good? What's good, fellas?
What's poppin', pimpin'?
You know, running shit.
You see, look, I'm sitting there, I couldn't see it. I could see his face. He's like, oh, I found this one. Oh, another one.
Look, man, there's so many buttons.
Man, top of the Tuesday to y'all fellas, man. What's popping? What's good?
Yeah, man.
You know, it's all good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love Tuesdays. It's my favorite day of the week sometimes. By sometimes, I mean when we are here, guys. Yeah. You had to make me explain that. That's your fault. I wasn't even I was just going to leave it at sometimes. But no, it's cool because y'all here. It's cool because the people here.
Yeah.
Walking in, man. It's DJ's Talk. Tuesday night. What up, D Smooth in the building?
Was good.
D Smooth get them notifications and pull up, bro.
I'm not mad at it. Speaking of notifications, man, y'all need to set them things so you know when we up here.
Ding, ding, ding.
You can, go subscribe to the channels. Go subscribe to Mark J, Jigsaw, Hammer. You gonna see when we up here. That's what we do.
Definitely in the building.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give y'all some time to trickle in before I start making this announcement. This after 8:15 announcement. You know how it go.
Mm-hmm.
We extended the free to entry a little longer than we usually do, but it's free before 8:14. It's 8:15. So I need you to go there and share that live for your cover charge in order to get up in here. So please go share the live to somebody that needs it, or somebody that doesn't need it, or didn't know they needed it.
There it is.
All that, all the things above, man. What's going on, fellas? How we rocking?
Chilling.
We rocking, man. Pollen is in the air.
Man, don't get me started.
We the tip top of wedding season.
Oh yeah.
It's just a lot of things going on, man. Hopefully everybody's working, being productive, and making it do what they do.
Oh yeah. Well, what we got, man? Let's just get into last week, man. Who wanna go first this week? We rock paper scissors on there.
I got it.
All right, Jay, cool.
I'll jump on in. So I took the advice of a DJ I heard talking maybe a couple of years ago on this very podcast, DJ's Talk. It was a special guest that you guys had on there, and it was a matter of don't be bigger than you think you are, right? Be willing to and put yourself in a position to be an opening DJ for somebody, and I did that a few times last month. Well, this month it's still March.
Okay.
I had a good time being an opening DJ. I didn't have anything on my schedule directly. Had the opportunity to help or join necessarily. I mean, they could have did it without me.
For sure.
And took advantage. Was out there shaking hands, kissing babies. Some people who never heard me before or heard of me before now do. And that's been pretty cool. So the year of 2026 continues to be uncomfortable, continues to be different, but it is definitely the year of growth. And I'm here for all of it.
Come on. That's a plug, man. There's gyms in there. You gotta be uncomfortable. That's where growth happens, man.
Can't get better.
What up? Play that in the building.
Craig Mangum.
You on, Mark?
Nothing, man. Nothing. Not a damn thing. Last week I had a wedding.
Okay, that's something.
Went out of town halfway. I went halfway out of town. How you go halfway out of town?
I'm curious. What that means.
Yeah, I went halfway. Got halfway to the destination, then had to turn back around. Yeah. Just halfway out of town.
It happens. Got it. I get you.
We'll talk about
say no more. Say no more.
It was fun though, spending all day in the airport.
Yeah.
But after having to be there at 3:00 in the morning, after you get from a gig and get home at 1:00, being there at 3:00 and spending the whole day there, not being able to get to your final destination, it was fun, exciting.
That's the word we're gonna use today.
Exuberant, over exhilarating.
Yeah, look, this man's. Yeah,
I mean, out here with the SAT words today. I see.
Yeah, I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? If that's how it was, I'm not mad at it.
Yeah.
So wedding, got it. Okay. Let's see. My last week, I was at House Soul Friday. That was nice. Always fun partying with the folks. And then Saturday, RVA Freak Fest 26, 3rd annual. Me and the guys, DJ Rayvon and DJ Sean Breezy. Shout out Lily, Chanel, and Binky for putting on the function. Everybody came out, sold out a lot of tickets early. It was great time, great music, great vibes. Can't wait to do it again for sure. This week started off yesterday with Industry Night. Shout out Mike Bean and DJ Debonair. Coming off of the 1-year anniversary, place was packed. I think Mike said he had trouble finding parking, and he's setting up to DJ. So yeah, that's good bad problem to have.
Yes,
got people coming out that know about it now. So great things. Shout out to y'all. Tuesday night, just DJ's Talk, 8:15ish. Pay your cover. And same thing this weekend. House Soul Friday and 6335 Saturday night with DJ Ra.
Nice.
That'll be dope. So that's me. That's me, man.
Cool. Oh yeah, this week got some Twitch action going on tomorrow.
Come on, yes.
The Heat, new time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So come through. Doing that house, EDM, and techno. I typically stay in the soulful house area, but I'm gonna bridge out a little bit tomorrow. Have a little fun with some stuff.
Yeah, I gotta check that.
Have a little fun with some stuff. On Thursday, I'll follow up with the SOS Raid Train, which is our remixes, mashups, and unique sounds. And so I actually kicked that one off a little early, 5 o'clock.
Mm.
So I'm really excited about that because I have some remixes I've been finding and saying, "Oh, definitely playing this
I'm a
on the
fan.
SOS Raid Train." So twitch.tv/DJJIGSAW and the number 4, DJ Jigsaw 4.
Post that thing up there, brother. Post that
Yes, I
thing.
would if I could, but you got me.
Don't worry.
It's not well. It's the first of tomorrow's April Fool's Day, so it's
April
April
Fool's
1st.
Day.
And the first of the
It
week is
is.
always the first of, and so Wednesday, Mona's does fall on the actual first of the month. We got that tomorrow. Thursday, nothing. Friday, first Friday is Lions Den. Saturday, I'm in Prince George
Ooh, nice.
wedding. We're wedding, and then Sunday we're back in the den. R&B. It's Easter Sunday. It's Easter Sunday.
Ooh.
Mhm,
We might
mhm.
have an Easter egg hunt in the den. You never know what might happen in the den.
Sound that way.
Indeed.
Lions and rabbits.
Okay,
Fair,
that fits.
fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, I'll take it.
That's funny.
I mean, what? I could make a good video.
Nah, hey,
I can
Get
see
it,
it
get it.
now. I can see it now.
right. Yeah.
So
Yeah, I got gigs.
the first of the week blues, not blues, but again, it's always a blessing to have work. Then keep it
I'm not mad at it. I like the first week of the month, man. Like, in combination with the end of the month, kind of recap. Like Jig was saying, like get to reflect back on what you did different this month, and what you plan on doing different going into the more busier months as we get to the warmer weather. So that's kind of what I'm focused on here. Just getting right for the season of all right. It's about to be busy,
outside.
and yeah, outside busy, right?
Outside, yeah.
Yeah, outside busy, trying to get away from pollen and stuff.
Graduations,
Yeah, graduations, all the stuff, man.
marathons.
Hit up left and right about outdoor events, and I'm thankful because so I enjoy outside.
You enjoy
Yes.
outside events.
I
do
enjoy
too.
outside. I enjoy outside. I mean, I don't mind if
Absolutely.
like there's tents and cover.
Fans.
There's fans. That's the word. Where them fans at? We need it all. All of it's got to exist if we're gonna be outside. And that's another point. You might want to start updating them contracts now to let them know that that's part of what you require. Because should be. Unless you just like being hot. I mean, I can't speak for those of y'all that just like sweating over all your nice clothes and stuff. But y'all don't seem to agree with that.
Oh.
Not even a little bit.
We spoken time and time about how I feel about the outside events, and it
Oh,
again,
yeah.
like you said, it should be a requirement. And if it's not,
Yeah, had a conversation. That's
if
all.
outside events, if you're a client and you're listening and looking, and outside events are harder and more strenuous physically and mentally
sure.
on the DJ. So don't think if it's an outside event, it's up for negotiation because it's outside. Whether it's a cookout, it's actually harder
For
than
sure.
the event, and it is what it is.
It is.
Not wrong.
It is what it is.
I mean, the equipment takes a beating as well.
Everything.
He said everything. Takes
Computers are not designed to stay in heat. They
Every
should
No.
be in cooler areas.
Not direct. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even indirect. Yeah.
Indirect,
Just
yeah.
In
It's
general.
not designed to be in heat.
Yeah. Just so y'all know. Future
And everything we
reference.
use has a computer in it, one way or the other, at this joint.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm
Has a
not
computer
kidding.
board or motherboard.
DJ was there. The computer went out. We was in the backyard, and the computer stopped playing.
I mean,
You had me in the heat.
Mhm.
It was
see, look,
jeez, bruh.
Yeah. Bring them backup laptops, man.
yeah, backup
Tis the season.
laptops, laptop fan coolers, yeah, all those
Yeah.
things and gadgets you can plug into USBs and allow it to cool your laptop. Those work.
So,
I've had towels draped over my laptop. Whatever you need.
So do you think DJs as an industry should charge more for outside events?
100%, I agree with that statement. I think they should. Do they? Probably not.
More? Should we charge more?
But
Yeah, I mean,
should, yes.
yeah, I feel like that's a yes. A lot more factors. Usually, depending on what the event is, there's some bigger crowds, which requires more sound, which that goes into the festival realm of my thinking. I guess is what I'll say.
Right.
So yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Why
Because I
wouldn't
mean,
you?
heck, I hate bugs. I mean, there's
That
that variable
there's
of it all too, right? I'm sitting here.
so there's certain things that I just don't like about not being indoors. I get that, and yeah, you should
Will
be
I
able to
do
charge
it?
for that.
Sure.
Of course.
I don't
We,
like it.
right.
So it's fair to say
Okay.
you should line item if the event is inside or outside. That should be an additional. Of course, we probably won't do it, but it's a
Just
thought.
for the conversation portion. Yeah. I mean,
All right.
I do ask the question because I want to know,
yeah.
Absolutely.
but I haven't gotten to the point where I'm charging additional. But I do also a lot of outside events I try to give away because I don't like being outside, bro. It just yeah.
Yeah, and it still
Again,
depends.
I will do
Yeah.
them. Do I like them is a different conversation. But to your point, as a line item, I don't. Well, no, I'm gonna say yes. It can be and probably should be. Here's why. No different than conditions that are stairs, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a line item that you can charge for. Hey, if you got more than two steps, I need to charge you for that
I
because
feel
that's an
that.
environment situation that now adds to my manual labor, adds to
Yep.
my sweat equity, adds to me working harder than I would have if I just rolled on into it. And obviously, when you're in the back, guess what? You're either on grass half the time, so now you're rock and roller or you're whatever carrying thing you got.
Yeah, you bumping
And you
on
got to
stuff.
really struggle to get from the front of the yard because 9 times out of 10 you're not going to be able to park in the back.
Yeah. And
These
not letting
are
you.
all things that add to the extra work that we're talking about on an
Of
outdoor
course.
event. Now, don't get me wrong. No one should get beaten ahead for what we're saying. I think
No.
we already price accordingly with that in mind. But I don't think it's like, all right, if a round number people, if we're doing a backyard boogie for $800, now that I know it's outside, I ain't gonna say, it's 1,000 now. That's
Yeah.
not how
No,
that
it's
should
not
work.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, do I need to bring a generator or a jackery or something because your power doesn't support what I have? Like, there's
Yep.
a lot of other factors outside of just the manual labor portion. It's like
Hmm.
I have to take into consideration and should be able to charge for. And we're not talking about a whole nother gig price, but enough to be like, all right, well, this benefits that person because they're helping me do this. Just my opinion. And it's hot.
All right, another question.
Yeah, man.
Upstairs,
Talk to him.
should that be an additional charge? No elevator upstairs.
No elephant.
100%.
Mm.
Stairs.
Yeah,
Anything
I'm
above
okay.
2 or 3 steps,
I said
depending on what you want to
up
do.
or down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's in the
Yeah.
basement or whatever, yeah.
What up, Neil?
But this is my logic behind that, and this is why I asked because I always now. Okay, then this is where I want to say experience comes into play. Because if it's a venue I don't know, I always say is it, especially like weddings, because they'll surprise you, and people
Yeah.
don't know. They don't know what So being if it's upstairs, I'm saying that requires an additional person that
Okay.
probably has to be
Okay.
paid. Because if you're taking a sub,
I see what you're saying.
I mean that's either you're gonna work yourself entirely too much, hurt yourself, or
Potential.
get an extra person so y'all can get the job done as efficient as it needs to be done.
So you wouldn't charge more, you would just add employee to the day.
I would add an employee to the day if it's a wedding. Definitely add something. If I know it requires more than just me to get it done without me being a ball of sweat before the event
When it
begins,
starts, yeah.
it's something that. But then again, but that is, I think. I think that comes across to the clients when you know and you can explain that to them.
Hmm.
Because hopefully the next, even if they decide to call somebody else, if the other person don't know, then that's on them. But if they do know, they should be telling them the same thing.
Right.
So
Maybe.
then, do you think the line item should read additional person or line item should read steps as far as the additional cost, charge, whatever?
If it should read post conversation, either one, as long as they know what it is.
Okay.
What up, DJ Nitty?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if
I
they,
don't think you should just add money to add money for, I got you on that. Yeah.
because I mean, and I think that's where like when you call and get a price and a DJ will quote for number's sake,
Hmm.
$100 because they're not asking all the necessary questions. And
Right.
as they get experience as it come into or encounter these events where they have to take 18-inch subs upstairs. That's when they wait a minute. Now I need to start charging more and more and more and more. But they just have a nigga phone call first.
Yeah.
Who's not going to jump on that $100 rate when you got somebody that knows the venue, knows what it takes, and they charging $300? That's a $200 more. That's just because they know.
Right.
Yeah, and that's part of doing your homework too. Like, I don't think you should be walking into any venues that you're not familiar with because you have the opportunity to go check it out. So don't be lazy.
All right, how about this? We encountered this weekend because I had the pleasure of having Jigsaw with me on Saturday in the mountains. Now,
Dang.
if I would have been by myself, being that I got there super early, it would have got done, but it would have been double taxing because it was a it was a hill, steps. You couldn't take I couldn't take my rock and roller at whatever that thing is. It just wasn't a good load in.
Okay.
And it was two, separate setups. One in the patio area,
Right.
Okay.
the main setup So
Yeah. I mean, distance venues are different too, I guess. Like, especially if they're not. If you can't make it out there, I'm not saying drive 2 hours to a venue to check it out, but
I'm glad you
they should
made that clear.
they should have a person or somebody there that might be able to just shoot you a video, maybe a FaceTime call for those that have iPhones, or anything of that nature that doesn't require you to be there. I mean, I've gotten good at trying to find like Google or social media of people that have already been there, DJs, hosts, coordinators that have like footage just from other events. All right, this is what this DJ did. This is how they set it up. All right, does this work for what I'm trying to do? Like, there's just little ways to work through that versus just showing up and having to tackle the rocky steps.
I'm curious as to chat. What are you guys doing in the cases of steps and additional employees for the day or whatever the case may be? Are you charging it as a line item? If you're not, why not? And if you are, why? Let's hear the whys on that because our opinions and our thoughts and our experiences are of our own,
Just that,
and
yeah.
it's not that we're 100% accurate on it. It's just these are our experiences, and so we share them. I definitely think um, with corporate events, especially and weddings, obviously, there's that variable that the people aren't thinking about. All right, I need you to get it from your car all the way down there.
Yeah,
And you don't realize we actually have to carry these things and make these trips. And it's okay. We're not complaining. That's the job. It's why we love it. That's the hard work and the heavy lifting that no one sees. But that is technically the part you're really paying for.
for sure,
Um,
for
pushing the
sure.
buttons and making the songs go and keeping the party hype. Yes, that's also part of the job.
Additional.
But the heavy lifting and the manual labor, no different than you go to a mechanic, um, and there's a labor fee per hour. It's because it takes them sometimes. I know they gaslight a little bit, but point is, it takes them
It's
sometimes to
there.
go under your hood and under the car to, detach this, detach that, pick this
Yeah,
up, put that in, blah, 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 blah.
and there's a line item there. So next,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, it's a service.
Labor times three at $95 per.
They do be.
that's
But it only took you 2 hours and 25 minutes. We charge by the hour.
Yeah, we got to round up, man.
It's a billable hour.
Yeah, I can't get that half back. It's not prorated.
so another question. The
Yeah, come
question.
on.
So and this is for the chat as well. Are we still charging, or are the average DJs still charging by the hour strictly for hours served? So 4 hour event, somebody say $100 an hour, $400. Are we still doing that, or are we factoring in all of the things we just spoke about to kind of get to a different rate?
I feel like this is an ongoing conversation I've been seeing a lot more of recently, as far as whether or not you should be charging hourly versus package rates. It just depends on what you're factoring into those hours. If you're saying, all right, it's a DJ services, me having good professional equipment, mics, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's still a package, but if your other package includes lights, now your hourly is just different. So I think it's what people say, six, one half dozen. Like, it's the same thing. I personally think it is event dependent. Like, your weddings probably should have packages. Like, your party's kind of more standard, so you might be able to do your whole hourly thing. It just depends. Some clients are different or weird or picky about that. Like, just like you said, if you're charging 100 an hour for 4 hours, they expect that to be $400, but they're not factoring in their setup, breakdown, travel, any of those things that I feel like are still part of your time as a service.
The packages, I mean, since I've started, which is what 4 or 5 years ago, doing going straight packages and not having to, I do include the hours as to how many hours this package covers, but
Okay.
also list everything as a visual. I think for the clients as a visual, what they get for your protection, also their protection.
Yeah.
I that it's been working beautifully, and then of course, 100, for party, I $100 an hour. I don't think is enough. We'll just leave it at that. It's not enough.
Okay.
Um, just what are your thoughts, Jay? What are your
I
thoughts?
mean, no, I agree with you 100%. I think and we're at DJ's Talk, so I'm gonna say it. We are a for-profit business, and so $100 an hour will not allow the majority of DJs to see a profit. And there are costs with everything we do, just like any other business. There's overhead, so the tax on my car itself, I got to consider that.
Yeah.
The fuel for the car, right? The miles that I'm traveling. All of those things are actual variables that are expected cost to this event that I'm walking into. The equipment that we have, whether we just bought it last night or bought it years ago, they depreciate, which means I'm going to have to buy more equipment soon, which then I have to have money to do so. So those are the variables that, yeah, you're not going to sit there and tell every client that because why would you? That's not
Right.
how businesses work.
Right.
But when it comes down to it, you'll have line items that cover those things in essence.
I mean, I'm bring this in real quick.
Bring it in.
All right.
Hold on. Package. All right, this is an example for anybody that cares. Some people might not care. Right, hold on.
Oh.
Hold up. I want to do this. So I want to do. All right, an
Oh,
example. So this is 3 packages,
Nice.
mhm.
and when we go into here, that is basically everything, and that's 3 hours of service, continuous service. So everything you get, 3 hours continuous service, and if you were to go to, uh, oops, not that one, at parties,
Yeah. There we go.
it
Mhm.
should be different. And I have
Okay.
upgrades from the base experience. This is what's additional
Additional hours.
that you
Right.
get, and then also you get the additional hours and so forth. And then the last one shows what you get in addition to the second one and the third one, and it includes 5 hours of service.
And backup gear.
Yeah, that could be all that stuff. Just, I mean, that's just how I
I
have
mean,
it.
you got to let them know. Like you said,
True.
it's better to let them know what all comes with this because everybody's package doesn't include that.
Yeah,
Correct.
Like, I can only imagine seeing a DJ his primary stuff go down and be like, "Yep, you didn't,
Already
you
done.
didn't, you didn't put the backup equipment package in. You selected the basic one."
that's funny. That is funny. That is funny.
I mean,
Funny.
that's wild, but like, no, it makes sense because, like you said, clients have to know. Not all of them, like you said, you're not disclosing what all this pays for it to all your clients, but I think big picture, for those watching or rewatching or send this to your clients. Like, yeah, let them know, so you don't have to say it. We said it.
What's a baseline party time frame? Meaning, is 3 hours the baseline, or just 3 hours a minimum? Is 4 hours a baseline, or 4 hours a
I
minimum?
say,
Which
bro,
one you guys
that's where
going with?
I'm at. That's where I'm at.
Three.
Three piece. Now, is that the minimum or is that the baseline?
What do you mean minimum? Minimum what
I
hours?
I
Yeah,
don't
like
think
I'm not
I've
going to do
done
a gig if it's 2.5 hours or 2 hours.
right.
And some people
We
have that approach that it has to be 3 hours for me to come out.
Yeah,
I
but
see what you're saying. I've heard that.
do a
Yeah.
minimum charge.
Like, have I done many 2 hour gigs lately? Maybe like some lunch stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
It's definitely out
um,
there.
yeah, like I'm thinking like,
Schools,
have I?
especially.
Yeah, and I haven't been like, all right, well, if it's not 3 hours, I can't do it. Like,
Right.
I might charge for 3 hours, but like, that's back to that hourly conversation of like, oh, I'm not telling them I'm 100 an hour, so they can be like, all right, instead of 3 hours, we're gonna do two. Like, that's the whole downfall of that.
I was just
Right.
about to go there.
That's where I was going with it, obviously.
Yeah, for sure.
I've had that happen because my minimum package is 3 hours. I like doing 3 hours. 3 hours can get a private party done if it's an older party,
Yes.
or if it's a younger party. But
Yeah.
people don't know that they're used to because the venue's giving out 4 hour windows, and they just mentally they want 4 hours,
4 hours.
or they be like, "Well, I got the venue till 12. All right, I'm gonna be here till 6 to 10." And what
Right.
you do,
Yeah. Them last
that's
two
the
hours,
part.
y'all gonna be able to clean up.
Yeah. So, but if they do try to based on the package and say for instance use mine as an example 3 hours and they say 2 hours, I'm like, well, that is the minimum. I would love to bring you up to 3 hours, or and for real, depending on what it is, if it's like an office event 2 hours, if they make it
Yep.
worth it, I might,
Plenty.
yeah, I might do it.
Plenty.
Because what you're taking, I mean, if you're taking well, it doesn't even matter.
I know what you're saying.
6 hours of service, that's negotiable.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's negotiable.
It's not an automatic turn down because some people's 2 hours is
Yeah.
what you getting paid for 4.
Right.
But
I mean, it's
be
fair to
honest.
say that for any event that you're doing, 3 hours, 2 hours, 4 hours, it's easy to add an hour on each side, right?
Yep.
Breakdown and setup. So if you're a 3 hour event, I gotta look
5
at it as 5 hours
for sure.
of work minimum. And I know a lot of our setups are not taking an hour to put up, but then now we're talking about again your travel concept,
Yep.
especially if it's local, because we don't typically charge people for a local party, but you got to with the point of I'm including that in my breakdown setup. So here's the thing. I don't know what the actual rate is, but it's blah 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 per mile, right?
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
what it is.
Standard
And
mileage. Yeah.
that part. So while I don't know, or maybe I'm just the only one that doesn't say, hey, I'm charging you for travel if you're here in Chesterfield.
Just for people who don't know what we're referring to, like there's an IRS mileage rate, essentially,
Yes.
is what it is.
Thank you.
In 2026, I believe that rate is now 72.5 cents a mile, which it didn't used to be that high at
Yeah,
all.
yeah.
But that surprised me too.
Times have changed.
So yeah, I mean, so has gas. So
The ambassador in the building.
So E,
yeah, what up, Deb?
and I see what he said about the weddings. Yeah, receptions. If you're doing a wedding, I don't even know why people attempt to have it less than 4 or reception
Yeah,
4 hours. You can get a wedding ceremony, cocktail hour, and reception done in 5 very
Done. Yeah.
comfortably. And if you got a whole lot of dancers and people that you
yeah,
party, you can run to
toast.
um
I'm
this,
saying
this
more
has been my
specific.
issue this year, 2026. I've gotten more weddings already booked,
Mhm.
but mileage throws the average person off. If to me,
Yes,
but this is what I've been doing. I told Debonair, I also told Jig what I've been doing. Putting
thanks.
together, putting my package in front of them. Okay. Now, if you decide you want to move forward within 48 hours or 72, depending on how to fill the person out,
Yeah,
then this is what I'll do. I'll either give you a discount on mileage or I'll give you a certain percentage off, whatever
off.
is in favor of you. And then showing them exactly what this would have been. And that has been working.
Yes,
And
because
also, no, no, go ahead, go ahead.
they're gaining. I was just ad libbing. Like they're gaining something from that exchange versus feeling like they're being taken from.
Yeah,
Right.
You know what I mean?
yeah. I mean, yeah, I feel you on that. I feel you on that.
And it promotes a sense of urgency. Like I'm not here to just talk your head off or negotiate. Like I have other things I could be getting booked for. So
Mhm.
I want you to know that I'm trying to do this in the next 48 to 72 hours, which
Right.
most of the time happens to be our turnaround window, is what I'll call it for
Mhm.
clients. I think if you're getting inquiries, you should probably respond or have some type of information for that person in the next 48 to 72 hours maximum.
That's a long
know.
time.
I was
It's a
thinking
maximum.
24.
Like I said, maximum. Like everybody doesn't get back. Like if somebody hits you up in the middle of a wedding and you do that wedding and then you get home and forget that you had an inquiry, Like I can understand that you might not get to it until after you get to your office day,
Respectful.
is what we call it, right? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
respectful.
So I mean, yeah, the shorter the better, obviously, is what I'll say,
Right, right, right.
because you're not the only person that they're probably inquiring with.
Great question. Great question. Somebody calls you from Charlottesville.
Right.
Your base is Richmond, and what the way I look at it is they hoping you in Charlottesville. They don't want to hear the you're from Richmond and you charge mileage unless you're now repeat customers. Something different. They
Okay.
know, but then again, do you give them mileage? I don't know. Y'all take that. I don't know.
When do you add? I like to say I'm a 25-mile radius.
I like
Within
that.
that, I
From
don't
from
necessarily
Midlothian or Richmond.
Richmond because I'm Richmond based.
Okay.
My
See,
my address is in Henrico. My business address is in Henrico.
Okay.
got you.
Fair
Um,
enough.
so when there's time to put from the pudding kind of thing, blah blah blah. Obviously, I'm driving from my house, but that's neither here nor
For sure,
there. I'm
full
driving from
circle.
my office. This is the satellite office. That's the main
Come
office.
on.
And so yeah, I have a 25-mile radius, and that's why I was, I guess, alluding to like I don't technically charge you the pennies for those because hey, this is the area that I service.
Yes.
Now, outside of that, yes, it's definitely something I make a conscious effort of. And again, I share it with those who ask. Most times they don't. There's a travel fee, right? If I have to spend the night,
Yeah.
you know.
Um, just
Yes.
upwards, depending on the mileage,
Yeah,
from or duration of my trip is how I like to look at it.
right.
If I'm driving over
If it's
two
more than
or
3 hours,
yeah, that's the word. If it's more than 3 hours, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need somewhere to stay,
yeah.
and that is incorporated or should be incorporated
I'm
in the
talking about total round
contract.
trip. I'm sorry. Keep going.
Likewise, if that's
I wanted to
if
make sure
that's
I was
something,
clear. I was like, I don't want
yeah,
you to
like I
think I
said, if
got to go
that's
three
something
hours one way for that to
for
cover.
you
No,
to
no, no.
no, if I have to make that trip in the same day, like we need to discuss stay arrangements or
Accommodations. Yeah, absolutely.
accommodations is the best word. Yeah, just depends on who you're dealing with, who's the client, where you're at,
Hmm.
and having the conversation. Because if you're not telling them and just mad because you got to drive 3 hours round trip, that's on you.
Right. Speak to them. You won't scare them off. Believe
I,
me.
uh, they like conversations.
Do.
What up, Shay?
Hey, hey, Shay.
And yeah, yeah, I'm y'all right on point. That's always been a struggle for me. Always been a struggle because number one, you're based out of Richmond, you live in Midlothian. If you're saying miles from your zip code, miles from your PO box. Because say for instance, I'm going to Ashland, I'm going through
Mm-hmm.
Richmond, which is the additional miles from Midlothian to get. I
To
mean,
get there, so that's when I'm using that satellite address,
yeah.
right? Like, yeah,
So yeah,
We are a for-profit business. Make it make sense.
yeah, for everybody.
Yeah. Ain't nobody getting you ain't getting over on anybody when you're making sense of what we're talking about. So it's not like I'm trying to offer you
That's a no.
something
Yeah,
that's $1,200. And I know that's what it is. I can line out and then I'm like, you know what, just because I feel like making a bigger profit, I'm gonna charge you 16. No, that's not what's
no,
happening here. Or I don't think that's what's happening here. And I'm not talking about you guys, I'm talking about
no. In
industry
general,
wise.
of course,
Um, are there DJs that are getting paid $4,000 to do an event? Sure, they are. But there's a reason behind that beyond what we're talking about, the nuts and
yes.
you know
Bolts. Yeah, yeah.
bolts of it. It's
Gotcha.
more of a conversation thing. Destination weddings. Are you asking? Do we charge for the travel of a
Or
destination
how
wedding?
do
I
you
guess.
charge for it? Maybe.
Yeah.
That's a good question. I've had people ask me like how you would go about doing that. Like, are you charging them for your service? Are you having them rent the equipment there? Like, because you're not really flying with any equipment for real, um, unless you just got a small controller you put in your carry on or something. But I
Which
don't plan on checking my Rev 7 into the baggage check.
hello, hell,
It's not what I was
heck.
thinking at all. So, I mean, yeah, like, do you have that conversation with your clients? How do you charge? Literally, you see them out the window just launching the bags.
Whee!
Could you imagine them launching a coffin case?
Oh my goodness.
So,
something
yeah, I think that's the
new.
question.
They do
Yeah.
check expensive electronic equipment at the gates now. Just FYI.
Do they?
Explain that.
Um, yeah, I think the conversation of accommodations become a bigger piece of the pie.
Yeah.
I for one like to do my own accommodations and have them pay for it. Now, clearly, with destination weddings, they probably have a block of rooms. Da, 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 da.
Yeah,
Okay, I mean that's fine.
understood. Right.
But I typically say, yeah, I'll charge you such and such, and then I'll go find my room myself. Because I'll be honest with you, I don't love to stay in the same hotel as my wedding party.
That part.
When we're saying goodnight, guess what I want to do? Exit stage
Yeah.
left. And I'll tell you why. It happened last week, technically. And this is typical. You're having a great time. Thank you, sir. We're having a great
Getting
time, right? I know you're
egregious.
having a great time. You did a great job, blah, 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 blah. And you want to keep the party going. And then you're like, oh, we're going to have an after party at the hotel room. Come on down. You're in the hotel
Yep.
anyway.
Yep.
Hmm.
That part.
Yeah, but I just worked
I
12
want to sleep now.
hours. I didn't want to decompress. I want to,
Oh, don't get me wrong. I've definitely turned up some after parties being
I
in the
don't
same
deny
hotel
you.
with bridal party. But no, that is exactly why what you're saying makes total sense. I'd rather book my own accommodations and choose to come over here and do your after party versus, oh, they know they saw me leaving my room on the way to
Right.
the wedding and they're like, hey, like, we still trying to party. What you doing? Like,
Right.
nah, man.
Shoot. I've had one say, come on, yo, go get your stuff. I'm like, what are you
Yeah.
talking about? Man, come on, I'll tip you $100 right now. Go get your stuff. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
bro, I'm just here to
Yep.
have a good time with y'all.
That
I've
ain't
been there.
no,
Been
I
there.
have a question for y'all.
Come on with
There you
it.
go.
Back to the destination weddings.
Yeah.
Okay. How are you charging for service? Because they have normally say, for instance, they say I'm paying for your stay, whatever the case is, because they're getting
Yeah.
whatever the case is. How are you charging for your actual service once you get there? Because
Like,
they spending say 2,500, give or take, to get you there. You probably gonna bring your significant other, which is inclusive in that. You're already eating for free. You're drinking for free.
So
While
flights already paid for from their end and all
you
that, is
saying
what
they
you're saying.
paying for both of
and
like
they
two
take care
you and a plus
they
one?
they take care of your flights and the accommodations because most of the time accommodations come in twos. Well, I'm
I see
just
what you're
the
I
one
see what you're saying.
I had it was which actually I lost because of a certain factors because resorts charge an additional amount to have an outside vendor.
Oh yeah.
Mm,
That's right. That's right.
But how do that's been a mystery because they're giving you basically a free vacation for 2 days minimum, two to
okay.
3 days.
Okay.
Are you charging 15 $2,000 for a wedding outside of what they're already doing for you? How y'all handling that?
Off of the top of the head answer, I want to say I'm charging my normal rate.
Okay.
But that would really depend on what they are putting out in flight, hotel, all the things.
Mhm.
I'd like to be considerate of those factors, but also I didn't choose a destination wedding. You did. So that comes
There's
with
that.
booking me
Yeah.
for a destination wedding. I mean, I wouldn't want to shortchange myself because I feel like I'm going to miss out on an event because of an expense that they knew they would incur, is what I'm saying.
Okay. And
Like,
it's an expense. I learned that last year when they
yeah.
attempted to charge,
Oh,
was it
oh,
500 an
yeah.
hour? And they didn't do announcements
Mm,
for a wedding, which they a ridiculous rate for the American dollar.
mm.
Don't get me started.
And now this is why I asked that because now I know that that means the client knows that. So sometimes it may even be worth it to get you a reputable DJ. You can probably rent
That you
their
know.
equipment. Yeah, that bring them out there because they're going to pay more hourly for a DJ outside of the
From them.
states from right
Right.
from them. So
Okay.
something that if you didn't know, now you know.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's going to cost you more to probably be in house. And that's back to the whole renting equipment thing. Like, you can outsource equipment. Like, there's got to be places there that have speakers. It's a resort. Like,
Absolutely.
I'm not saying they're going to have your Rev 10, but like, they'll have something there. They'll have something there you could use.
I have to agree with Hammer. Regular rate would have to be charged because the travel part honestly is a separate line item.
Mhm.
We're obviously it's a bigger travel, but no different than the traveling outside the 25-mile radius.
My
It's
radius.
a lot. It's a travel item. It's a
Yeah.
line item that says travel fees. Now that travel fee goes bigger, obviously,
Yep.
um, but that's the same thing. So business wise, because I'm gonna provide the same wedding service I would have if we were on the states.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah.
now my packages may be a little more handcuffed, right? I'm not going to be able
Compact.
to
Yeah.
bring the Dancing of the Clouds because you can't just get that anywhere. It's not like you could just rent that in
Yeah.
Brazil, right? If that's where we're,
For
having
sure.
our, what I mean? I can't guarantee that Dancing on a Cloud machine is going to work
In
correctly.
Brazil.
It's
Yeah.
not mine.
For
And so
sure.
things of that nature. I mean, maybe able to bring your projector so I can still give you the gobo, stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that. So there are still
Yeah.
add-ons that I can still make your special wedding special.
And
But
monogram stuff. Yep. Hmm.
yeah, it may be one of those package one and two are on the table, package three not so much,
Right.
and then we go from there.
And have them look and see if they can find some stuff out there if that's what they want to do. But like,
Yeah,
you know,
I
don't
had a
set
hard
yourself up
time
for failure. Yeah.
when I had a really hard time trying to put that package together because
I can see why.
yeah, as detailed as I try to be, that was difficult for me.
Yeah.
Pricing for
And
me.
there's a issue for me, right? And I think for all of us. Now we're talking about using rented equipment. Not even just familiarizing yourself with it, just a matter of the
Does it
reliability of said
work?
equipment.
Does it work?
Yeah, like I mean, all right, do you have 18-inch subs or do you have 15-inch subs? Do you have QSC brand or do you have Behringer? Do
Is
you
this speaker wire in here? Like, is this
right?
it's a
Am I
home
using
theater
quarter
system?
inches or am I using XLRs? Like, what am I doing?
Red
Yeah,
and
we
black.
twisting the
Yeah.
wires. Like, nah,
So
man.
Yeah, that's helpful info. I
Yeah,
appreciate it.
that's great. I mean,
yeah,
I'll let
man.
y'all know when I start getting booked for international
I'm
gigs here
passport ready.
shortly.
So if y'all looking for one, I'm sure the three of us can
We out
take
of
care of
here.
that. He has it in hand.
In
Oh yeah, I told you we
accessible,
out of here.
immediately accessible.
We
Damn.
right.
moving.
Wanna go
Just
somewhere, bro? What you
I
wanna
know exactly where mine is, but jeez,
out of here.
gotta go
We
get
out
it
of
go.
here.
I gotta go to a lockbox and all that stuff. You got it. Bam. There you
It's
go.
right there.
Fast
Box
what you
next
said.
to it.
I like
Yeah.
that. That was good. Well done.
Come on. It's
And
timing.
stay ready so you don't have to get ready. I'm with you.
What he said, for sure. Book me internationally.
And I want to know, man. I wish people chime in about what their
The
experience
experience.
or how they would price the stuff because it's
Yeah.
that will all well y'all are making it a non-mystery, but that has been a mystery to me. You know,
Well,
No,
it'll be
it's
interesting.
definitely a tough
yeah,
conversation to have with yourself, right? Because the client's just going to take whatever information you give them anyway. They're not
Yep.
going to judge you off of what you said because, I think that's either too much or too little, right? If they hear it's too little, guess what they're going to do? Book you immediately.
Here you go. Right.
But to, again, satisfy yourself, your business, your sweat equity, your time, because now let's put it in perspective. Destination wedding. Going back to our Taco Tuesday conversation, your destination wedding is going to easily take away 3 days of your life,
yeah.
Mm,
right? And if your number for each day on a normal basis to keep your business successful, the number that you like,
I see.
kind of has to be met with this now one wedding.
Yeah.
Whether that's, hey, I like to make $1,500 a day when I play, or $2,000 a day,
I see.
$3,000 a day, whatever. So
Uh-huh.
now this wedding has to engulf all of that
Get
because now I've
close.
spent 3 days of my business life at your event. I can't do
Especially, yeah.
any other event.
That's fire. Because it's normally a
So
weekend. Right. Yeah.
Mm.
That's a good point.
yeah,
Easy enough.
yeah, them having me out there and paying for my trip out there. I heard you say the word vacation. I respectfully disagree. No, that's part of the job. You asked me to come out there, and to Hammer's point, you're the one that decided to have a destination wedding,
Like we
and
could
it
have did
comes
this in
with
the
the cost.
backyard. We could have did this in the backyard, and
Well,
it
good.
wouldn't have been 2,500 in travel. So I mean, it's just part of the incurred cost of doing business, is what I like to say. Not
As we
bad, not
learned,
good.
California,
Yeah.
right? They do something a little different. With
Glad you said that.
I am because you know what I'm. If you haven't, you need to.
God,
But in California or different marketplaces, the number's different,
yeah.
Okay.
and so don't shortchange yourself thinking, oh man, if
I'm
I tell
taxing.
them it's going to be a $4,000 wedding for me to travel out there to wherever, that you're saying a price that doesn't sound reasonable. We understand that those numbers are like, oh, that's it. I thought it would have been more kind of
Yeah,
response
I've heard
because
those.
their market is blah, 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 blah. And that destination has a different expectation. We just said it. The house DJ on an island is going to be more than probably what we're going to charge you.
Yeah,
And that's I mean, and that's an example of as much as I we do this, my inability to have the information that I needed kept me in a box because I didn't know how to price it. But now,
yeah.
when I had one, now I know. Okay, y'all charging this, and then this conversation it kind of helps me out. So, yeah, it's good, good
But
information.
yeah, I'll be interested to see what people say on the re-stream or like
Right.
clips from later. Like I'm sure people will chime in on that because I think I've heard a lot of people that are curious about it. To be honest,
Mm.
because it varies depending on what destination location you're going to. I feel like
True stories.
access to equipment, etc., etc.
All right, got another question.
Yes, you, sir, in the black.
Yeah,
All right, it's April, 4 months deep into 2026,
First quarter.
first quarter.
Mhm.
Have we changed our prices from 2025 to 26? And do you plan on, whether your answer is yes or no, do you plan on changing your price going into 2027? Parties and weddings.
I
I've
think
changed my approach, so my answer is yes.
yeah.
For which one? Or both?
Both.
Okay.
I've changed my approach.
Okay.
So
Well,
my
I mean,
answer is yes.
okay, right. And I a little bit about the story. So yeah, I got you. What about you, Ham?
I think I've stood more so on the price change that I implemented moving into the fourth quarter of last year is when I made an adjustment.
Okay.
And going into 27, I'm already prefacing with inquiries that if you're booking for next year, the price is probably going to be different. And I'm not booking for next year yet, just yet. Like
And you know
if you
what?
look,
Ooh, yeah.
You do that. You do that. You do that, Ham. Explain to me why you do that.
just because I mean I don't want to lock myself into a price and I'm still on the up, right? Like I know people like to get in early and booking a gig or a wedding. Like we're getting married in fall of next year. Like that's great. Congrats. I would love to do your wedding. I won't actively book anything for that date, but I'm also not looking to lock in that date just yet. One, because I plan on being famous touring somewhere and doing festivals. So if that does come up, I don't want to renege on your day. You know what I mean? Like, because anything can happen. However, I think we're still in the first quarter of this year. You know what I mean? Like, so anything could happen with y'all. And I have a date locked and y'all never reach back out until I find out that y'all aren't getting married anymore, kind of thing. That's happened to me too. So I've gave away dates because of it. Like, just there's a lot of factors over a year's time span. I appreciate the sense of urgency. I also don't like getting paid for next year events now because then I'm working for free next year.
That's how it feels for sure.
There's a lot of
Absolutely.
things. There's a lot of factors as to the reason I like to preface with people that my price is going to go up because I'm going to get more stuff. I'm going to get newer stuff. We're going to make it look better. The experience is going to be better than what I'm doing currently now. Can't tell you everything that's going to change, but that's my expectation when I talk to my clients
Okay.
or inquiries.
I meant to ask you that. All right.
Yeah, it just depends. I don't want anybody to think that inflation's not real over here.
So what about if you charge them a little bit more now for 2027? How would that look?
I mean, I could. I just don't know what more is yet.
Right.
You
Okay.
know what I mean? Like, I think that's more it
Okay.
Could it just
for
be
me.
as simple as a formula? A la
It could.
6% times 6%,
Yeah, it could.
that kind of thing.
Yeah, like there
No,
was
and it's not even towards you; it's to
no,
everybody.
just in general, just as a
Yeah.
general sense. Like, I mean, I think one of the years in which I increased price, I just $50 an hour more. Like it wasn't a percentage. It was just this is what I want to do based on what I'm hearing, listening to other DJs that are professionals in the industry, getting up to that standard average market essentially,
Hmm.
and then going off of that. Do I know where that market's going right now? Not really, because a lot of people are broke right now, and a lot of people also have money right now. It just depends on how much. And I like to tell this to people: how much does your day mean to you? Truthfully, because I'm going to give you that experience, or we wouldn't even be talking. And I think you know that up front.
Yeah.
I just like to set my client at ease with that. Like it's not about this number or this figure or this compensation amount. It's what does this experience look like for you in reference to the rest of your life or the memories you're looking to create.
Okay. Easy enough. I don't go after inquiries that people say that they're looking or just for 2027. But if somebody wants to book, especially on a wedding, this is how I look at it. They're planning, which I like, which means they are probably one of the customers that I want to keep in my back pocket.
Mm-hmm.
What I have done, and I think Jig heard me on the phone, setting up one, I have or will reduce the deposit amount to your point. 'Cause I want more when I'm getting closer to that Labor Day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For me, I do want more. So if the percentage of a package is say $400, the retainer, the normal amount, I may reduce that just to get you on my books to sort of work two ways. If something happens, that I have to refund it, or
It's not a lot.
on your end, you haven't lost it. You just locked that date up until a certain time frame, and really, not saying it's free money because you locked up the date, but if
Yeah.
it happen, it's non-refundable, and you don't have as much skin in the game at that minimal retainer amount.
That makes sense.
That's if you're booking a year out.
That,
But
I
parties,
like that.
yeah,
I
I
like
see parties. I see your point. Parties all day, because parties. I see your point because we get disrespected when like
They don't even be
I have a
caring.
party in 2 weeks. So you can have my number for 3 years.
Yeah, like I've reached out to people that have tried to book me for events, and I'm like, hey, just letting you know, like I know you mentioned having an event on this day. Like, is that still a thing? No response. Like, all right, well, I'm gonna book something on this date. No response. All right, but again, like it's that mutual beneficial respect thing. Like, if I respect you enough not to book anybody on your date that you told me about, respect me enough to let me know that you're either going with somebody else, not having the event, so that I can make up for that. Like, it's actually ridiculous at this point.
Funny you say that. Well, yeah,
For sure.
yeah,
For sure. I mean,
crazy.
it should literally be that simple. But I mean,
Mm-hmm.
ego, pride, all that stuff gets in the way.
Great conversation pieces, man.
For sure. For
Absolutely.
sure. There's some great questions going in
Yeah.
to this next quarter of the year.
Correct. Busy season's upon us, and it's exciting.
2027 will be here before you know it.
Yeah.
And whatever your benchmarked number of gigs to do between now and then, I hope you make it.
Yeah.
Plus some.
There you go.
Plus
Etc.
some.
Etc.
Abundance.
I'm with it.
I saw a DJ before we hang up. Yeah, right. Before we close this.
Yeah.
I saw a DJ that's in New Jersey who had four, I repeat, four assignments in one day.
Mm,
And I thought to myself, that's dope, but that's also dangerous. I was
could
like,
be.
gotta take care of yourself, gotta take care of your mental health. I'm quite sure all four weren't by themselves,
Right.
but it's still four events, four assignments in a day. And so abundance is a great word to use in most things in the world of performing for others. It may not be the wisest thing for your long-term health. Just
For sure.
be kind to yourself, be
That's a great
wise,
point.
and take care of yourself because without you, you're not
Ain't no,
DJing
ain't
anymore.
no business, man.
Yeah, I mean, back pains is real, right? And you
Yeah.
don't want to be DJ sit down. Sorry, no disrespect to anyone that has to.
It's funny. For profit can turn into an expensive expense very fast.
Real fast.
So, yeah, be kind to yourself. And stop asking for ratchet music in the first 20 minutes of my 10 minute my sets. Sorry, I had to get that off. I forgot to say it earlier. Yeah, if we opening, let's just open. Like it's 10:20. If I start at 10, no, we can get off right after this. I just need this. This is perfect for the end. No, it's fine. Don't worry. It just hit me. I be kind to yourself and be kind to us. That's all I was getting at. Be kind to us. That I'm Mister. If you can't ask nicely, don't ask at all. Yeah, I mean. If you 50 plus, I shouldn't hear no Kevin Gates sexy redicardi out of your mouth in the first 10 minutes of any set. But I love you.
We went from wedding, destination weddings, extra charges, line items. Wait a minute.
He said, "Be kind." He said, "Be kind." I was like, "Yeah, you're right. You're right. They should be kind." All right, sorry. All right, I'm back.
Hey.
Thanks. I just had to get that off real quick, man.
Right. Gots to love it.
Bro,
Whew. I
Gots.
feel way better now. Thanks.
DJ's Talk on the Tuesday night.
Bro, we almost got off here without that. I would have to carry that the rest of my week. I thank y'all, man. This is great. I love DJ's Talk for this reason exactly.
Hey, y'all know what it is. It's DJ's Talk. It's Tuesday. It's DJ Hammers, DJ Jigsaw, DJ Mark J. Yo. True conversation, true DJs, just talking. We out here.
Yes, indeed.
It's DJ's Talk. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe to the DJ's Talk YouTube.